Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another amazing car review episode. And in today's video, we have something amazing. The car that we'll be looking into today is a car which is not new here in Kenya, and this is a car which is known for three things. One of the things, of course, this car is known for is being spacious. Remember, we are talking about a compact SUV car which is spacious enough. It's also known for being practical and efficient. And of course, the third thing is that this is a car which is very, very affordable. And the car that we are talking about is none other. It goes by the name, it's called the Nissan X-Trail. And we are looking particularly at the T31 generation. So pay attention, guys, because I'll be taking you through this discussion. And remember, in this particular episode, we'll also be looking at the main weaknesses which are associated with this car, which is very, very important, especially if you're looking to own one. It's important that you be informed of these weaknesses. I'll be taking you through this discussion, so pay attention. And my name is Willie. And of course, if you're a person who is really, really interested with cars, this is the best channel that you can always be part of. And you get to do that by just hitting the subscribe button, which is just below here, as well as share your thoughts and of course your opinion on the comment section, as we really, really appreciate hearing from you. So for now, guys, let's just go ahead and get into the main segment, whereby we'll be looking at the fuel consumption, pros and cons. We'll also be looking at the resale value of this car. All that we'll be looking into after the short break. With the Nissan X-Trail, particularly the T31 generation, it's important that we get to be aware of a few things before getting into details about this one. Well, with this car, let's talk about the engine, and it's important that we get to understand this particular car. They do come with different engine capacities. We have those ones which comes with a 2.0 liter petrol or either diesel engine capacity. There are those ones which comes with the 2.5 liter, either for the petrol or the diesel. So it's important that we get to understand they do differ in terms of the engine capacity. But in this particular episode, we'll be looking at the 2.0 liter petrol natural aspirated engine. And it's important to understand that the engine that we are talking about in this particular case specifically is the MR20DE engine. And this is an engine which of course is very, very easy to maintain, especially if you're a person who really gets to take care good of a car in terms of servicing. Also, another important thing to know about this engine is that it's a four inline cylinder engine, just as standard with most cars out here. So with that capacity, of course, it gets to give the owner of the car some good petrol consumptions, which is a key thing to note with most of these cars. With such a big compact SUV, this engine is expected to give out a lot of power, and this particular one gets to give around 137 to 145, 147, that is horsepower, which is enough and sufficient to get this car up to speed with as minimal time as possible. And of course, it's important to understand that this particular engine comes with a double overhead camshaft. So unlike other Nissan version, you'll be seeing them that they have a single overhead camshaft. These one have the double overhead camshaft, and the advantage with that is that it really gets to help the engine of the car to have some smooth running, as well as you don't hear the engine to be too loud, especially when you're giving those high revs. So it's very, very important that you get to understand that about this engine. Also, as I said earlier, it's not a turbocharged, meaning it's a naturally aspirated, which gets to give a longer lifespan to that engine, unlike those ones which are turbocharged. So with these Nissan X-Trail, some they do come with a manual gearbox, others do comes, majority of them they do come with a CVT automatic transmission 5-speed gearbox system, and that's the biggest weakness that you'll always be seeing with this X-Trail. The engine is perfect, but when it comes to the transmission, the CVT gearbox, that's their biggest weakness. And if you have heard from owners of these cars, that's the biggest problem, and that's the biggest nightmare with the Nissan X-Trail. So whenever you are out there, you are looking to buy especially a second hand owned car, especially the Nissan X-Trail, make sure you get to do proper inspection of the gearbox, because that's where you might find some serious problems. So with some X-Trail, they are front wheel drive, others they are all wheel drive, meaning all the time all the wheels they are powered. But the most popular as in combination to the 2.0 petrol naturally aspirated engine, most of them, they are just the four-wheel drive. So it's very important that you get to understand that. So what are the measures that you can get to put in place to avoid this problem with the CVT transmission, despite it being a very popular problem associated with the Nissan X-Trail? One thing you should always make sure you get to do is to change the CVT oil right on time. Once it gets to cover the appropriate mileage, make sure you get to change that. But what are the symptoms, or how can you get to know the car that you have, particularly the Nissan X-Trail, have problems with the CVT transmission issues? So first thing first, you'll be noticing is that there are those problems with overheating tendency is one of the signs that you can always get when it comes to realizing that the Nissan X-Trail is developing that CVT problem, especially when you're going uphill. You may experience overheating. Other symptom, it could be whining noise, especially when you are really trying to accelerate or get the car up to speed. You may hear some weird noise, but that's how you get to realize or to stay up to date, and of course to realize early enough that you really need to go for those services, especially for the CVT gearbox. So now, aside from the mechanical part of the this car, let's just go ahead and get to look at the external features or the external specs of the Nissan X-Trail, the T31 version. Well, just like most as the compact SUV, X-Trail is not any different from those ones. And the first thing that you realize is that X-Trail, it's a car, it's a big and a spacious car. And what makes it look that big is the big wheels that comes with this car. We're talking about the 17-inch wheels. That's the standard the standard wheel size that this car comes with. Also, another thing is its hatchback, big hatchback size. Remember, these are five-door car. It has two on the side, and one rear boot door. So also another thing to know about the X-Trail is the fact that it has good clearance, good ground clearance, meaning it's a car that you can get to use it when you're going off-road, because it's not that easy for it to get stuck in terms of the body being stuck. So it's a very big car to always, and of course you can get to use it to go off-road. Also another thing to notice looking at the X-Trail is that it has those big headlights which have the halogen reflectors, which gets to make those headlights to be very powerful, and of course gets to give the driver good visibility, especially when cruising at night. So with the X-Ray, some do comes with those alloy rims, others don't come with the alloy rims. They do comes just metal plated wheels. That is for the case of the rims. And of course we can't forget, looking from the front part, you can always get to see these the iconic Nissan logo, which gets to come every Nissan owned car. So with the Nissan logo, you'll always see it on the front part, in the middle where we have the grill, which is very unique. You can also get to see the logo attached at the back. We'll be looking at that as we get to look into that. You can see, like for this case, you also have this logo. So looking from the front side, some Nissan X-Trail do comes with fog lights, others don't comes with these are for the fog lights. It's not a must to get to see with every Nissan X-Trail out there, but it gets also for those cars that do have the fog lights, it gets to give that unique look. So apart from the small grille, which is also iconic, most Nissan cars, they have almost similar grille, which give the car some brand identity. We also have some Nissan X-Trails comes with the side blinkers on the side mirrors. Like for this one, you can see it has this side signal on the side mirrors, and of course with the T31, most of the side mirrors, they are electric powered, meaning you get to fold them by just pressing a button. Also, another thing to notice is that the hood is so big, meaning that's just to give the room for that big motor. We are talking about the MR20DE, which is underneath there, and the motor is strong enough to get this car up to speed in just a few seconds. Looking from the rear side, we can say with the Nissan X-Trail, it has this big rear LED lights, which are amazing, especially at night. Cruising at night, you have the ability to see the car clearly, especially when they get to slow down, press those brake pedals. You have these lights so bright. With the Nissan X-Trail, it's important to understand that they do have this small backlight. Is usually placed in a very different place, and this is not something that you'll be seeing in every other car out there. So that's something to really get to notice about that. So those are just a few of the external specs of the Nissan X-Trail. Now let's just go ahead and get to look at the internal specs of the Nissan X-Trail. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the internal specs of the that is Nissan X-Trail. So one thing that the Nissan X-Trail is known for is the big space. It has a very big boot, which gets to give the owner the advantage of carrying as much load as possible. And of course, if you get to slide those rear seats, you get to have even more space. So looking at the driver's cabin, we have a very basic infotainment system. This car is not the best luxurious car that you'll be seeing in terms of the interior, but it's a car which, apart from that problem with the CVT transmission gearbox, it's a car which can be very durable, and of course amazing to own. With the advanced streams, we have those ones which comes with some touch screen, which is Android, has an Android system, meaning you have the ability to access things like Google Map. If you really need navigation, you can get to access right there. Meaning you can also get to have access to Wi-Fi right there. So the Nissan X-Trail central console also comes with the climate control, which is very important. But this one is not an automatic, meaning it has these manual knobs which you get to tune accordingly to the temperature that you want. So with the high trims also, you'll be seeing some extra buttons on the steering wheel, which are just an extension of the radio or the infotainment system. But two things are important to know. These X-Trail, they do come with the safety feature of one, they have an airbag on this side, as well as also another one in the middle of the steering. And of course, the Nissan X-Trail, the T-that one, most of them, they do come with the lane assist, which is an advanced feature that you'll be seeing with most luxurious cars. So that's to show you that when it comes to the Nissan X-Trail, they are still also pushing things to the next level to make sure that the owner of the car get to experience that luxurious environment. Speaking of luxurious environment, with the Nissan X-Trail, the most of the seats, they come with the leather upholstery. Most of them, they also have that powered adjustable seat, which is a unique feature to see with such a basic compact SUV. So basically, those are some of the features that you need to know. But remember, the main thing that you need to know about the Nissan X-Trail, that one is the problem with the CVT gearbox, which you should always make sure you get to check before buying, especially if you're looking to buy a second-hand old car. So basically, that's all I had for you with the Nissan X-Trail. If you have liked the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, guys, and I will really appreciate seeing you in our next one. Peace, guys, for now.